am Kitty Clash, and today I am going to be playing some Phasmophobia. So I primarily play multiplayer. I am extraordinarily chicken of playing single player, but since I passed level 1000 last night, I am now level 1021. I decided, okay, you know what? I need to actually play single player. I need to get less terrified of that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally play the tutorial because I don't think I've ever played the tutorial, because when I first started playing it was I just jumped in with another person. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do training because I haven't ever done the tutorial. So oh, also, huge heads up. Phasmophobia has a lot of flashing lights and stuff, so if you are photosensitive, I do not recommend this stream. Yeah, I want to make sure that people are aware this game does have a lot of flashing lights. Okay, initializing 90%. I'm curious as to how well my computer will actually handle both playing and streaming this at the same time, now that I have a computer fan that actually works right. So oh, the board here, it looks a lot different. It says, we found a non-violent ghost that you can use to train your ghost hunting skills. We've already located the ghost in the garage. Oh, daily tasks, weekly tasks. What am I supposed to do? What should I carry in? Oh, nice! They provide all the equipment to start off with, so I'm going to go in with a candle because I like using a candle as my ambient light source. And I find sometimes that it can be useful for determining the ghost room. If the ghost randomly blows out the candle, that can indicate that it's in the area. So I like the candle. Let's see, the downside of it is I can't really be holding the EMF reader and using that while I'm using the candle as a light source. So what should I bring in? I guess I'll bring in the book. Welcome to the Ghost Hunter's Training Guide. This guide will show you how to become a professional ghost hunter. Use the TV remote to go to the next slide. Also, I want to show y'all something that I literally just learned yesterday. Okay, if you press F on something... Oh wait, why isn't it working with this? Okay, will it work with this? No, it won't let me set this? Okay, I'm gonna have to find something else to set down then. Okay, I'll go get maybe a tripod? Or not a tripod, just the plain camera. I was gonna show you that I literally learned how you can turn items when you're trying to set them down. I literally only learned this yesterday. Okay. So turn the light on in here. I have the brightness turned way up, by the way. Okay, if I'm going to try and set something down, I press F, but if I rotate the mouse, certain items, you can change the direction that something is facing. So if you want to put the camcorder on a table, you can kind of turn and determine what way you want the camcorder to be, which is super nice. Okay, let me go back to looking at the tutorial. Okay, forward movement W, left movement A, backwards movement S, right movement D, run is to shift, but... Oh, the ghost keeps touching doors. Crouch is C, local push to talk I have set to V, flashlight is T, but that doesn't really work if you're not holding a flashlight. Global push to talk is I have set to B, inventory swap I have set to Q, journal is J, pick up E. Also, journal is so cool. There are so many things that I don't even realize are there. For instance, recent players, you can see like the other people in the game, so that way if you want to go try and friend them on Steam, you can. And then on statistics, like there's a bunch of like stuff. Wait, I have most deaths too now? Okay, it was not showing as most deaths too for a while for me, but apparently I've died to wraiths the most, and as you can tell, I've spent like a lot of time in the truck. Most common ghost type Raiju. Oh my gosh, that's so cool that it's finally, like, the statistics are filling out a bit more now. Oh, okay, pickup is E, drop item G, primary use right button mouse, secondary use F. So this has a lot of, like, useful information, like, okay, what are your key bindings and stuff, even though you can also change those through pause menu. It's well, no, I did that so wrong. Okay, pause menu, it's not resume, it's options. You can choose things like text, voice recognition mode, mouse sensitivity, stuff like that. But what I find useful is video, the brightness. You can turn the brightness up. If you need, you can turn it like way down, in which case it's like really shaded and stuff, and can be, I'd say, significantly spookier. But if you're having trouble like navigating the game at all, I would say to turn the brightness up. Like, especially if you're still like learning your way around the maps, it can be helpful to turn the brightness up. Okay, let me press the mouse again. On an investigation, you will have around 5 minutes before the ghost will anger and drop your sanity faster. So that's the setup time, I think. Use this time to set up equipment and find the ghost. For today, though, you don't have to worry about that. Step 1. Set up a video camera inside the ghost room, then head back to the truck and watch the CCTV monitor for ghost orb. If you spot one, write it on the last page of your journal. If not, then go to the next screen. Okay, since I already have the camera in here, I'll do that. And then ghost writing book. So, go ahead and bring these in. Oh my gosh, I do not like how dark it is. Like, honestly, one of the things that makes this game ultra terrifying is just like wandering around in the dark, not being entirely sure where you're at. It's like, it's very scary. I guess I'll put the ghost writing book over here. Actually, if I remember right, one thing, okay, I'm gonna be terrified doing this. One thing I can do is use the camera like this to see if I see orbs. Like, you need to have the lights off for orbs to work proper. I guess I'll just put that there like that. And if it gives me 2 books, I'm just gonna bring in both books. Because ghostwriting can be it can take a while and be a pain, so let's bring this. There, ghostwriting book. I mean, technically you can hold like up to 3 items in your inventory at one time, but there are some items where you have to have that item be the one that's active or else it'll drop it. And if I remember right, those items are like the tripod and I think the monkey's paw. Okay. I think it's touching the lockers or something. Here. Do next. Oh, I don't like the spirit box just because it's so, like, you have to be in the room in the dark and you have to just like wander around talking at it, and it is a wonderful way to get jump scared. Grab the spirit box in the truck, enter the ghost room with the lights out, and ask the ghost questions. Oh my god, I keep hearing it's touching a door somewhere. With your voice, try where are you or how old are you. If the spirit box responds back with a voice, then write it in the last page of your journal. If not, go to the next screen. Okay. My sanity's at 92, but I think we're in friendly ghost mode, so it shouldn't start hunting me. Where are you? Where are you? Well, the ghost said I'm here, so we know now it's spirit box. And remember to write that in the journal. So that way you don't end up like me being like halfway through the mission. Oh, it could only be these certain ghosts, but then writing it down wrong and then my teammates being like, why are you thinking that? If not, then go to the next screen. Yeah, it's spirit box. By this point, the room should now be cold. If the ghost is a freezing temperature ghost, the room will drop to freezing. If you can see your breath in this room, then write it in the last page of the journal. If not, then go to the next screen. Or, I will instead show you how to get the thermometer from the truck. Okay. The thermometer is this thingy, and I have it in Fahrenheit. You can also change it to Celsius, I think. But because I am more familiar with Fahrenheit, I have it set to Fahrenheit. Lie down in here. It is like 42 in here, which means it is cold. It's probably the ghost room, but it's probably not a freezing ghost. And if you look here, we now have a ghost writing. So I'm gonna say probably not freezing. And I'll turn that off when I put it on the ground. It's a good idea to be aware of whether or not your electronics are on or off. Simply because there is like one ghost called a Raiju that will like speed up more if there are like electronics on around it when it's hunting. So it is a good idea to just be aware of if you leave your electronics on and off. Like different people have different preferences for what they prefer. That's right, I didn't really check too well for ghost orbs. Let's bring another of these in. Then I need to go check the TV thing again to see what it says next. Okay. Oh! Grab the UV torch from the truck, scan all doors, windows, and light switches around the ghost using this light for fingerprints. If you spot a fingerprint, then write it down on the last page of your journal. If not, then go to the next screen. Bring both the UV light and this. I'll also bring in... Oh, I'm holding a lighter as my last item. That's why. It's also typically, if you pick up a lighter, it can be very difficult to find it again because it's such a small item and it can be hard to like hover over the correct place to pick it up. So if you're having to like drop the lighter, be very, very careful of where you set it down at. So that way you can actually find it again. I'm not seeing like fingerprints here. Not seeing them here. Not seeing them here, but something to keep in mind with fingerprints is the ghost actually has to be touching the stuff for them to be showing up. You can also check, I think some of the windows can leave them. Also, one thing I can also do is this. Where, okay, a trick that I learned is if you press, like if you're gonna throw the UV light, look at the ceiling and then look up when you throw it and it can shine up like onto a door sometimes. So this can be really helpful, like if you just want to leave it at a place and like not have to pick up the UV light, or if you want to show your teammates that it's there, etc. It's a neat little handy trick. Look here. Fingerprints. We didn't get those. Okay, grab EMF reader from the truck. Oh, this is a pain to get. Scan objects around the ghost that it is interacting with. If the EMF reader lights up red, level 5, then write it on the last page of your journal. But EMF 5 is kind of like random-ish. Like, yeah, the ghost, if your ghost is an EMF 5 ghost, it can give EMF 5, but it doesn't always do it right away. I'm gonna bring in the camera. I'm gonna guess that we don't get like money from this particular challenge, especially because of like friendly ghost mode. let's look here. So I thought I read the locker. Oh, EMF 5! That was easy. Now I'm gonna check. Okay, it has not left any fingerprints, which means it's probably not a fingerprints ghost. EMF 5. Yeah. So ghost riding EMF 5 and spirit box would be a plain Jane old spirit. Take a couple of photos. Okay, grab the dots projector from the truck, then place it inside the ghost room. If you see a distorted ghost moving, then write it on the last page of your journal, but we already know what ghost it is, so we're not going to do that. Final step. You should now have all 3 pieces of evidence. On the last page of your journal, select the ghost type that you have discovered, then head back to the truck and close the door to leave. For further information on ghosts, please read the journal. So yep, spirit. I am going to head back to the truck. I actually completed like a game on single player. Oh my gosh. I am so chicken at Phasmo. Like I mostly play in groups of like 3 to 4 other people. So that way I'm not like alone in the house. But yeah. So that is a spirit. I'm going to go ahead and head off. I mean, also if this were like a normal level of game, you could also be taking a lot of photos to try and get like more money in game, or completing some of the optional objectives. And also wait, is it actually giving me money? I thought it would have a 0% multiplier. Oh, see? 0% multiplier. Because I think friendly ghost mode, like, unless it's a weekly challenge or something, doesn't give like any money. But it's good for like learning game mechanics and stuff. Oh, time in ghost room 3 minutes. And you'll notice that I'm still like so chicken that I'm not just like hanging out in the ghost room. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't bother looking for the bone this game, but there are, like, in pretty much every map there will be like a bone somewhere randomly that you can pick up to get like extra like in-game money. So yeah. Thank you for watching me play the tutorial, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!